All right, welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, and we've got some sad news in front of us. Not as sad as some of the awful things happening in the world, but sad nonetheless if you're a comic book film fan. And I am that. So we have a few articles from Deadline, from Variety, from IGN, and from Polygon. I think they're all parroting the same information. I actually haven't read any of these articles yet. I have a very cursory understanding of what's going on here beyond the delays. I think it's all COVID-related delays. So we've got The Flash, Aquaman, Wonka, and Shazam. I don't even know what Wonka is, are all being pushed to 2023, which is sad because, you know, after the Batman and all the excitement behind that, we were all thinking, at least I was thinking, oh, and this year we're gonna get more of these films being rolled out quite soon, right? Because we were just looking at them at DC Fandome. We've heard that a number of these movies, which are VFX heavy, are being pushed due to the logjam many post-prod effects houses are facing as productions ramped up during COVID. The Flash alone has 2,500 VFX shots. That's a lot. The upside here is that it doesn't put all of Warner's DC event titles in one year, meaning 2022, but rather spreads the riches out into 2023. Well, that's good, I guess. The studio returned to a 45-day theatrical window this past weekend with The Batman, which is up to $301 million through Tuesday. This after a 2021 in which the Burbank lot executed a theatrical HBO Max day and date strategy. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is ready, which is why it's moving into the Christmas corridor. It should prove to be great counter-programming to Disney 20th Century Studios' Avatar 2, which is yet to drop any fire-breathing footage. Wonka is truly a Christmas-themed movie, hence it's Wonka. I feel so stupid. Now I know. Okay. When it's just Wonka, I don't like connect it to Willy Wonka. I get it now. Wonka is truly a Christmas-themed movie, hence its move to 2023 holidays. Previously, Warner Brothers made a slew of release date moves for some high-profile movies today. Deadline hears that the changes are due in part to COVID-related delays. DC lag of Super Pets moves from May 20 to July 29th. That's interesting. I guess it's all visual effects. It's an animated film. The Flash moves from November 4th to June 23rd. Jesus, that's a long delay. Oh, it's gonna be a long time before we can see Michael Keaton don the cape again. Aquaman moves from December 16th to, that's not too bad, March 17th, 2023. That's just it doesn't feel as bad. That doesn't feel as bad as this. Wonka moves from March 17th, 2023 to December 15th, 2023. That's huge. But I guess it being that family-friendly Christmas type movie, that actually works out better. But that's a huge delay. Shazam! Fury of the Gods moves up from June 2nd, 2023 to December 16th, 2022. Well, that's a plus, I guess. Meg 2, The Trench has been... I know that some of you guys are a fan of that. It's a silly movie. Meg 2, The Trench has been set for August 4th, 2023. Also on the move this year is Dwayne Johnson-led Black Adam from July 29th to October 21st. The Star revealed that one earlier today. The animated DC League of Super Pets also stars Johnson along with Kevin Hart, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I've looked through all these other articles from Variety, from IGN, from Polygon, and they all seem to be saying the same thing. I suppose that it's good news and bad news at the same time. More bad news than good news if you're really, really waiting for specific movies like The Flash that's not coming out until 2023, like 6-7 months later. Hold on, December... and plus 7 months. God, it's like 7 months and 3 weeks. Goodness me, man. Oh, I was really looking forward to seeing more of these DC films this year, but I guess it's good that it's spread out. Shazam was like the one I was least looking forward. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Shazam! Fury of the Gods, but it was the last one I was looking forward to of all the DC films between Black Adam, The Flash, and, well, Super Pets, that can wait. I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm speaking sort of in a pessimistic kind of way against the film when I haven't even seen the trailer yet. I should watch that trailer before I make a decision on it. But even so, the wait doesn't seem to be very long. In fact, it still seems to fall into the window of what it was aiming for, because May 20th is essentially a summer release. July 29th is dead smack in the middle of summer. So there you go. I mean, it's still a summer release. It's still gonna get that money, you know, kids being out of school and whatnot, parents need to go take their kids to watch something. It's still gonna be there for that window. In fact, I think it's gonna be more in the heart of that window because it's right smack dab in the middle of summer. Again, you know, the Aquaman move is not that bad, and given that Batman just released, it seems like it's still a good window because, you know, Batman released recently within this February-March period, and so Aquaman releasing in that same time frame, I think that works out. I think it'll still do very, very well. I'm anticipating that the Batman's gonna hit $1 billion. I could be wrong, because it already grossed $250 million in the first weekend worldwide. So I would imagine Aquaman, being $1 billion film itself, will gross $1 billion again in 2023 in that window. I have no dog in this fight for Wonka. I completely forgot about it. Cool that we get Shazam early, I guess. I suppose that actually kind of works out if you're looking at it in terms of what is the smallest to the biggest, because I think between Shazam, Aquaman, and The Flash, Shazam is the least exciting of the three, depending on who you are and like how hardcore you are, I guess. I don't know. Or how much you enjoyed the Flash's portrayal in Justice League, whether it's the original Justice League or the Zack Snyder Justice League. Then we got Aquaman. I feel like The Flash should be a bigger deal than Aquaman because you're dealing with the multiverse and opening up the doors to other possibilities and whatnot. So it makes sense to put that last, at least in terms of those films, because Wonka's way at the end at December 2023. Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam is being pushed back 3 months to October 21st, 2022. Again, that's not that bad. 3 months is not that big of a deal. 3 months sounds like way less big of a deal than, 7 months. So originally Black Adam was a summer release and now it's going to be an October release. I don't pay as much attention to the correlation between a specific date release and how much money it would likely make, but the fact that Black Adam was supposed to come out during the summer and now it's going to come out in October, I wonder if that would hurt its chances at getting a bigger box office collection, because it was going to come out in the summertime, like I said earlier, when kids are out of school and, parents need to take their kids to watch something. There's Black Adam, and so it seemed like that would have been a great summer release, and it's too bad it's going to be in October, but I imagine it's still going to make a buttload of money. I mean, it is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I feel like his films are always grossing buttloads of money. So, I mean, he did Hobbs and Shaw, and that was just him and Jason Statham, and that made a lot of money. It's kind of crazy because, with everything going on in the world, we sort of forgot about COVID. It feels like this thing that's been resolved, and we're not really, because I go to the gym now and there's no mask wearing anymore if you're vaccinated and all that stuff. And so it feels like we're in the clear. And I know that we're technically not. I know it's still a thing, but it feels like in Los Angeles, or at least in my part of LA, it feels like we're in the clear. Things are going back to normal again. So it feels odd that this is causing such a major delay. But I guess as a fan, you're not really thinking about what's been going on and how that would affect the release date now. It just seems like there's so much time between now and some of these release dates that it's like, why would it not be able to meet those deadlines? Like, you think about Spider-Man No Way Home, for instance, maybe, I don't know what goes on at Disney Marvel versus DC Warner Brothers, but it seemed like the turnaround between principal photography for Spider-Man No Way Home and its release date was such a tight window. I think it was only like a year. So it would seem reasonable to me that a number of these films would be able to get out much sooner, but perhaps the just sheer number of visual effects shots is way more in some of these films like The Flash versus something like Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know. I'm excited nonetheless, and it's unfortunate that we gotta wait, but maybe these waits will make it all the more satisfying when we finally get to watch it, and it gives them more time to make it even better, hopefully. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Let me know your feelings in the comments below. I'm Jaby Koay. Peace out.